All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
He's checking.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On third down, a run from Breida. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Hooker. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Go. 10 Lobo.
Get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball.
Ready?
Here's Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, go. Now.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Look at me. Dipper. Hey, box drop. Step.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st down, Hooker. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 55 yards.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Kill. Shoot.
Back to throw. Hooker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 19-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the run.
2nd and 5. This is caught. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Got double tight.
From the gun, Hooker. Dancing to it, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Switch.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Mike 52. Is there one? Go right here now. Alert 3.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here we go. 15 run. 15 run.
Let's put that team on.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on a run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Barkley on the counter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Choose the mic. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on third down. Hooker, he finds his target. It's Crowder. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready? 52. Mike 52. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming after you.
On second down now, Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Hooker. The pass complete. It's Bird. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Right here, right here.
42-yard line.
Check 52's the mic.
Looking to throw on second down. Hooker eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Hooker gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On 1st and 10, Hooker. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Hooker. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Jameer Bird. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On third down, Barkley. He's got a first out or more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 24-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Tighten up, tighten up.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Hooker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he finds some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
30 base. Leo.
Check tight. Check.
Rock it. Be careful.
They run with Breida. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
60 out there. Hey, Zoo.
Tackle.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They run again with Breida. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Check 13. Check 13.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jack.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Get ready. Get ready. Deuce.
On 2nd down, Barkley. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Switch.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hooker, throw caught here by Bird. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending.
Check pass. Check pass. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 61. Match box. Right. 55.
To throw on second down. Hooker, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. They'll toss it to Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On the ball.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 2.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.